and Nick, cause it was like I'm the realest person you gonna ever meet. And I was like, damn, he got a point there, But
hell yeah, they deserve to die.
Yeah.
I hope they burn it.
Okay, and then Tony was like, I don't know which eye I'm supposed to be looking at. The one behind the outcast might be looking at me too, but yeah, that was my biggest problem with Iron Man 2. They tried to give me the same villains and fuck that.
Same plot.
Yeah. Give me something different. And by the way, I just hate backstory movies altogether. Sorry. Yeah.
You mean like every movie?
Yeah, every movie.
Yeah, Roland's really, in his defense, opposed to any kind of plot. In his defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Fucking
Give me the fight scene.
Really, that's my nigga, dog. Give me fight scenes, man. I said that's kind of like Revenge of the Fallen, man. It would have been a better movie if they just had fight scenes.
You know what?
It would have been a better movie if they just got rid of the fucking kids, period.
You know what? The thing about Revenge of the Fallen is they're all like, we noticed our problem and we're gonna fix it. See, there wasn't enough human drama. Instead, see what we had was just robots fighting each other, and I was like, yeah, that's what everybody fucking wanted to see.
Dog, I seen goddamn Bumblebee doing some UFC type shit, dog. I'm talking about this.
You ripped somebody's spine out.
God damn.
Then you had the little racist bots,
I love racist bots.
The little nigga bot.
Yeah.
We don't read
You don't do
that
much reading.
I was like, what the fuck? We don't?
Well, you just said you didn't.
You know what?
At the beginning of this thing, you just
that is why I laughed at it. That is why.
Because you don't do much reading.
I don't.
We'll call it satire.
People hear something they've heard before. That's comedy.
Yeah. But that Iron Man, it was just another summer movie, man. It was fun to watch. I wasn't expecting too much from it. If you were, then something wrong.
I'm sorry.
Wait just a damn minute now. I expected quite a bit from Iron Man 2. Iron Man's my favorite superhero.
Well, I'm sorry you got that down.
I did kind of. I mean, not really. Because I still... Wow.
You did.
You really hated that movie.
I did.
It ain't Spider-Man 3.
It had its high points. Right, I like the little briefcase armor shit. I was like, I couldn't believe they put that in there. Hey, that was a kick ass.
And the Silver Centurion armor.
Yeah, but,
They went the extra mile for that.
Yeah.
And I like all the little comic touches, like at the end of the movie where he's like, he busts out with the pulse bolts and destroys every fucking thing. He's like, I'm sorry, that's just a one-time use. And I was like, yes, it is. And the variable response battle unit or whatever it was, and I was like, thank you for that. But overall, like the plot, unfortunately, it's like Irrelevant said. There's way too much of what was in the last movie. And I guess the biggest problem is Iron Man isn't a character that kind of works in the modern era. I mean, we want him to be, but so much of his villains, I mean, he could be in a serial sense, like if you gave him a television show, but that would break the budget. But, I mean, he could be in a serial sense, it could be in a cartoon sense, but in a sense of a movie, he's too based in the Cold War. Like, there's a point in the Iron Man comics where some Russian guy challenges them on television.
What is it?
Titanium Man. And he says, I want to challenge you, and I want to see who's stronger, the USSR or Russia. Okay, you can't do that today. I don't know.
The same shit, dog. The USSR and Russia, but not all in the Soviet Union.
USSR America, right?
Right, USSR or America.
You meant to say US.
I did. The US or the USSR. And he's like, I'm challenging you, and it's going to be a pay-per-view fight.
Hell yeah, Vince McMahon run that shit. Can Bruce Lights in his mother.
No, you
gonna get orgies. Who's gonna make it mouth?
Now you gonna get the mouth of the South.
Oh yes, Jimmy Hart. Then Hulk Hogan said he gonna come down to that motherfucker too.
Of course, Hulkamania, son.
Have a fucking steel cage match.
You know what? All of a sudden, I'm reminded since someone brought up Transformers. Did you guys know that they're making a new Transformers cartoon?
No, really?
Negatory, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, they have kids in this cartoon.
Not only will they have kids, but you know who the showrunners are?
You
know who the showrunners are? The same guys who wrote Transformers 1 and 2. They have the same fucking design. Like, I've seen the design of Bumblebee. It looks like the Bumblebee from the movie, and I'm like, wow, you guys really...
I thought they did that shit with animated, man.
No, that looked retarded.
That didn't... It looked it?
It looked retarded.
Say that shit.
Look it.
Jesus, man. Like I said, there's some people that won't be in that shit.
Look it.
Okay, but seriously, I think I keep missing the point of the Transformers, at least to me. They're robots that can become vehicles. There should be some sense of aesthetic coolness, instead of some sense of, oh, if I hit him, a lot of fucking armor parts are gonna fall off.
You should watch fucking how this shit ends. It's like these motherfuckers make cartoons of how these movies shit end and shit. And they had this one scene about Revenge of the Fallen where they had Sam was like, Ironhide, transform into a car. Ironhide, get me over there to Optimus. Okay, but how? Oh, you guys are motherfucking cars. Thank you.
You know what? That's a really good point. And now that I'm remembering it, there was Iron Man had one of those. Where it was like, I just took him all the way in the air and let him freeze to death and fall. And he was sitting there with Batman and Superman talking to him like, yeah, dude, you let him die?
Yeah.
Yeah, let him die, because I'm awesome. And you know what? He was awesome. And they need to have more plots like that.
Because you know why? The villain never came back.
He didn't come back.
Exactly.
He shouldn't have come back. I mean, and that reminds me of another thing about Iron Man 2 that kind of bugged me. Justin Hammer was a moron.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not, I mean, from the guy from the comics is not a moron. The guy from the comics controlled Tony's armor and caused him to shoot a foreign dignitary and kill it.
Damn.
The guy from the comics took over Iron Man, took over Tony Stark's company, and drove him to become an alcoholic. A homeless alcoholic. Yeah. This is the guy that they had pitted Iron Man against, and he's running around in a fucking suit, talking about how important he is, and all this other bullshit.
And his shit don't work. None
of his shit works. And he's the butt of every fucking joke in the show that has anything to do with like science or whatever. And I'm like,
they should have got Stephen Colbert to play this.
Hell yeah.
You know what? They should have. If they were gonna make him the butt of every joke, they should have just gotten Stephen Colbert for
the
that.
Doctor's brother, Stephen Colbert.
Yeah. They should have got Papa Bear to play the fucking senator.
Well, they already stuck him in there.
Yeah, I seen that.
Him in the background talking about Iron Man. He's a menace and he's a pinhead or whatever. And I was like, nice touch, but that you lost the point just for having him in the movie. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
I don't
We're
have
gonna
that.
be putting music to this shit too, dog.
We
don't edit this shit. This is free fucking.
Nobody gets you live.
Doctor, you suck, Doctor.
Nobody gets you
We're suing you for malpractice.
Hey, hold on. I don't get the reference either, and I get every reference.
It's a free country. What is a free country? We
don't
get to say
that shit.
what I do.
Okay. Anybody got any final thoughts?
No.
We're running it close to 35 minutes.
Blue dabble dee dabble da, motherfucker.
I just want to let you know that even I'm slightly offended now. I'm a little bit disheartened, but overall I'm optimistic.
I just like bitches.
Well, but before this, the views and opinions expressed in this motherfucker right here are done by dumbasses. So please do not take shit to heart. If you do,
kiss our ass. That's a good point to end on.
Bye bye.